hello. Hello, hello. Can become a singer, huh? Easy. Hello, my boys. Hello. I'm back. You didn't think about it, huh? Yes, I'm back. Look at this picture of the day. Ooh, this is a very weird place. Hopefully the graphics are a bit better than this, but these days. Yeah, it's a very weird place. Do you know where is it? You should know where is it. I know. Wait, I'm missing the chat again. What happened? Uh-oh. The chat doesn't want to start. The chat does not want to start. Why? Because it's already running in background and it's already running. Wow, how much stuff is running? What is all these Razer Chroma SDK? Like 20 just to have the keyboard colored. Yeah. Okay, I killed it. Let's see if it starts now. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Bara. Okay, if you don't know, guys, I have released a number of tutorials. I didn't do 1, I didn't do 2, I didn't do 3, I did 14, okay? Freaking 14. Now, don't tell me that we don't have tutorials, okay? I did 14 tutorial videos. Holy moly. And I hope it's okay. There is the picture of all the tutorial videos, which, by the way, I didn't really watch because I recorded them, but I didn't watch them, as you can see. And yeah, some are short, like 2 minutes. There are a few that are longer, like this one is 13 minutes of gathering resources. Wow. 9 minutes with magic, 6 minutes with combat. The other are 6, 5, 3, 3, 4. Well, yeah, anyway, I try to keep them short, but there is so much to say, you know, that, yeah, it take a bit of time. But anyway, if you can watch these videos or anyway like them, comment on the video, whatever, it will help a bit the algorithm to push them in Google, right? So I wanted to so if I search for PlaneShift tutorials, right, in Google, it doesn't really pop up yet, right? Because the stream is the channel is very new. There are very few likes, very few views, and so it's not picking it up, right? Unfortunately. Building PlaneShift from sources. There are some websites, you know, that I don't even know about. There it is. Someone made this guide. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the channel is this one, right? The channel is this one, and it's called PlaneShift Tutorials. He has a whopping 9 subscribers, right? Insanely big number of subscribers. He has 14 videos. I don't know if we can look at how many views we got in the last few days. Well, actually 11 subscribers is saying. Saying 11. Analytics, 3 hours of watch time. Anyway, 145 views. Anyway, you know, and look at the pic. Yeah, because it is where we loaded the thingies. The most viewed is character creation. That's the most viewed, followed by how to get and progress in quests, and the spoiler video. Everyone wants to look at the spoiler video. Not a lot of people interested in keyboard and mouse. Oh wow, what is this? What is this multi-line thingy? Is the are the top videos ranked here? Okay, let's see. Wow, they're giving you a lot of stats here. You cannot do less than 7 days. Wow. From 5 to 7 of February. Interesting. But anyway, we have all this, right? We have all this. And if you want to watch the videos, that would be nice. If you want to comment, put a comment, it would be nice. There is also a playlist, right, that plays them all. And maybe you can just run the playlist, you know? Why not? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, fuck. You're not seeing anything. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I didn't switch the screen. Anyway, I'm here now. Hello, hello. Hello. Let me switch the music. So, what I want to work on today, I want to continue a bit with a card game. Oh yeah, I was just saying, maybe I didn't show the URL, but this is the URL. If you can go to this URL and just play some of the videos, like the videos, and make them more visible, that would be very nice. That would be very, very nice. That would be very, very, very nice. And we have new subscribers here. Easy. Okay, so about a card game. About a card game. How do we proceed from here? How do we proceed from here? Well, the card game is, I mean, I added few more graphics, right, just to make it a bit nicer. I also managed to clean up the screen fully at start, and then you can click on start game. I can show it to you. It looks like this at the moment. We have Dotted Fish versus Hula at the moment. You cannot see Hula at the bottom, but anyway. And I changed these icons. I improved a bit this. I added an end turn. Do you see the end turn? No, you don't see it because it's in front of the thingy. But anyway. Right. Here I added the end turn. I added the start game button, right? I removed the 2 creatures deck. And so now what you can do, you can click on start game. And as soon as you click on start game, a few things happen, right? The first thing that happens is that you get the cards of your heroes, the one that you have put in your deck, and that is in your deck, and that is already done properly, meaning that they get removed from the deck and they get added to your hand, and you can see the cards by clicking on them like that, right? Then the other thing that I did that the game does is that it's automatically extracting a new location from the location deck, right? I think one thing that would be nice is if you mouse over, you know, if you mouse over one of the decks that is telling you how many cards are left in that deck. Can we do it? Yeah, I think we can do it. We can do it by adding a tooltip, or we can do it by... that's a good question. We can actually have a tooltip text that is bound to a function, which maybe for now is okay, right? Maybe we can make it better later on, but I think it may be fine actually. And this one is on the board. I think it would be a bit easier if he's not on the board, but he's on the pile. The problem is that, can I do it on the pile? I don't know if I can do a tooltip. No, I cannot do it. At least I cannot do it from here, it seems like. Ah, but I can do it on the overlay and I can do it on the card. This is very nice. This is very, very nice. So in theory we could do it here, which is probably even better then. Because the pile knows how many cards he has, right? These are the cards in the pile, so we can probably just get the length of this and then just append string something. And then we can say cards. And we can put the number. Right. Do you think this will do it already? That would be very, very nice. How do I remove it from here? Yeah. 0 cards. At the moment it's saying 0 card because the game is not started yet. But if you go like this, look at that. Cards 2, card 0, card 7. So in this pile, so we didn't really populate the pile of why? We didn't populate the pile. Strange though, because in theory we have the player cards, right? Because we have them in the hand probably. We have them in the hand. No, because in the hand we only have the card in hand. Where do we have? Strange, because we should have used the pile, right, to do that work, while it seems that we don't. It seems that we are build the player decks, right? So this one Is here. Player deck 0, player deck 1. No, I think we should put them in the pile. Why I have to do it like this? No. It should be the pile, right? It should be the it's not a variable. What is this? Yeah, exactly. That is a player 1. So this should be player 1 deck, right? And this should be player 0 deck. Yes. And so yeah, and so what we should do here, we should go into the pile is saying cards, right? So we take cards and we do the clear here. That is what we should do, my boys. My boys! Now, at the moment I'm building only the deck of the player 0, so basically the main player. I'm not building the deck of the opponent, right? But anyway. Add the heroes to hand. Add heroes to hand. Now, I think here I'm always using only deck 0. Yeah, I'm never using deck 1 actually. I'm always using deck 0. Yeah. I think we should always do it like this, right? We should always use the pile, which is actually the cards of the player cards, right? Should never do it the other way. I don't know why I decided to do it differently, but it was a bit of a maybe just a test, a weird idea. I don't know. Okay, now it seems it's not anywhere. I don't know where we were adding. Build player deck. Deck 0, deck 1, clear. Blue body. Yeah, here we are adding the... I mean, we can just test it and see what it does, right? Just click on start game and see if this has any card. Yeah, 17 cards. There it is. 17 cards. Hello, the core snake. Hey, welcome. Okay, so this start to be kind of functional. Okay, so when the game starts, basically you get the hero in hand and you get your cards here. in your deck. And you get the location. Location has 0 cost and 0. Yeah, actually the location should not have any of these things, huh? That's a bit weird. Why? When we go full view, right? When we go full view. Show card full view, yeah. Card full view, setup card. Setup card. Here in setup card though, when I do the borders. Setup borders. Borders. Because I do borders and I do values. Holy shit, this tree. Borders. No, card is covered. Okay. But if he's small, right? Wait a second. Yeah, if he's small and is a location, you should still have the XP hidden, right? So all this mass is just the rarity. Wow. All that mass is the rarity. While this one is the card type. So the borders, right? Maybe we can do it here because we do it in a sequence, right? So instead of doing here, I think that based on the card type, we can hide additional stuff, right? Okay. So yes, I think we can do it here. Location. So the XP, you know that at the moment we have a bit of a stupid setup. So I have the XP, I have every icon to be different, to be separate between text and an icon, right? And I don't think it's a great idea. I think that those two should go together. I mean, we need to make a small widget, right? Which is just the coin and the because otherwise I think we will make a bit of a mess later on. So I think it's easier to have a sub widget, right? That we may call it image. We may call it cost type, right? Cost type, and we put it here. I think it's easier. So we create a new widget, a user widget, and we call it PS card cost type, right? PS card cost type. Now PS card cost type will have a canvas, because all this will be a canvas, I guess, right? Because they have fixed sides. Yes. And then we will have an image, and we will have a text, right? And both need to be interchangeable, right? No, but you know what? I have to copy it from here, otherwise, right? Otherwise I go crazy. So we already have the setup, right? Yeah, exactly. Let me delete this. Let me delete it. I should not reinvent the wheel, right? Let's not reinvent the wheel, please. Okay. So that when we have this, we can then apply it, right, to any widget we want in the same way consistently. And now it will be a bit of a pain because we have to, right, we have to adapt it again. Yeah. We have to adapt it again, and we have to change these two things. I know. Maybe a bit annoying. Maybe a bit annoying to redo, but it's fine. I mean, we are still prototyping here, guys, right? Prototyping, so we are still prototyping, so it's fine. Image cost type, yeah. So we can, no, sorry. In this case, we collapse the whole thing, right? We just don't collapse the image, we collapse the whole widget. Exactly. We collapse the whole widget. So you see, now it's easier because I don't have to collapse the cost separately from the, yeah. Exactly. And the same will be here, I guess. No? Maybe. Okay. Let me just see where this image cost type is used, if there are other places. Okay, there's one place there, but it's already the new one. So in theory, image cost type we can delete, which is this guy. And then this number 1 is the one that we have to also check. Yeah. TXT cost collapsed. We will basically do this, right? And here will be a bit different because here will be... It will be like this, right? So we are switching the widget to a better version, right? We are switching the widget to a better version so that okay. So in theory, we can also delete now txt cost. No, we cannot. Oh no, we have to do it from here. Okay, so now we are in the same position, but we have a specific widget to play with, right? Which is nice. I don't know why I cannot select it, considering that my card front is actually... But anyway, it's actually at the back of this, but fine. I cannot click it for whatever reason. Fine. Now this guy is the XP, right? The XP. I think we need a new icon. Let me see if we can generate a better icon for this guy. The icon we have at the moment is this icon XP, but we should upgrade it. We should upgrade it a bit. It's called icon XP. Icon XP. Okay. Icon XP. I'm waiting the AI to wave his magic. Oh, wow. That's a bit too much, though. Every time you generate something with AI, it's like, what the hell? Look at what he created, bro. Look at that. Look at that. I think that I don't like the shadow, so it should be flat, right? It's insane anyway. I mean, the fact that the AI can generate a picture like this with one prompt is absolutely insane. I mean, it's insane. I don't have an explanation of how the hell it may work, right? And now I ask that to make it flat and not angled, right? And actually it did. You see? It did. Which is absolutely insane. 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 I cannot express how insane this thing is. I cannot. cannot. Yeah, then he fucks up with the background sometimes, you know, but the result is insanely good, right? The result is insanely good. The result is insanely good. Now, we don't need it that big, so we will scale it, right? We will scale it quite a bit, so... And we will reduce it even more in the game. Yeah. I don't know if it's too fluffy, right? If there is too much fluffiness around, probably. Probably is a bit too fluffy. It's kind of dark. I think that's the main problem is that it's kind of dark. I think it's kind of dark, but I really like there is enough space, right, for the text. The only problem is that it's a bit dark. It's a bit dark. Hello, Mats. We are generating cool stuff with AI, which is insane. Ah, he didn't do it. Fuck, he did the opposite. So he basically colored the border silver and not the inside silver. I mean, we can leave it like this for now, but I think it's a bit dark. I mean, we can make or we make the... Wait, let me do this. I think it's doable. It's just a matter of convincing the AI about it. Can you change the shield brown color? No, what is that color? Gray color. Gray color to something brighter while keeping the gold decoration the same color. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does, my boys. Imagine drawing something like this by hand. Imagine that. Oh wow, it did it. Now it's white. It's also bigger. It's also bigger image. I think it's okay actually. I like it. The problem will be how the hell can we, because the problem is this AI is not capable of doing transparent backgrounds. It cannot do it. For whatever reason, it cannot do it. Here will be super tricky. It will be super tricky to do, my boys. It will be super tricky because I think the white will show up very strongly on the on a dark background, so we will have probably to refine it manually, right? We will have to refine it manually somehow, but I mean at the moment it's kind of fine. I mean I don't have to make it perfect. We are just testing, you know. We're just testing a bit the huh? What the? We are just testing a bit the layouts here, so We will have to fix it probably manually. Which is annoying, but we may do it. But let's say that for now we keep it as is. Icon XP large 2. I don't know if it's too white now though. I mean, maybe now it's too much. Maybe now it's too much. I mean, it looks a bit fake actually like this. It looks a bit fake. It looks a bit fake. No, it's not bad. It's not bad, it's not bad. I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad. I mean, it's okay. I mean, at least on the red. I don't know how we look on other creatures, right? But, no, I think it looks good. I think it's fine. We can leave it like that. Okay, so that is the, okay. That is the... By the way, guys, if you don't know, we just released a number of tutorial videos for the game. So, yeah, there are 14 videos that I made. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 14. And they should explain pretty much... They should explain pretty much what you need, you know? To play the game. I mean, they cover a lot of... They cover a lot of ground. They cover quest, they cover combat, they cover character creation, they cover magic, so... Keyboard setup and all of that, so... They cover a bunch of stuff, right? Yeah. Okay, now we have to do the same substitution, so we have to change... In the main board, right? In the main board, we have to change... no, in the main board. In the main card. We have to change this to be our new XP widget. Make it a variable. Make it as big as this. Move it here. And then we have to catch all the places where you're using the old way, right? Because yeah, we already have an old way. Seems incredible, but we do. And so this one I think can be deleted because it's not anywhere. But this one is not. So yeah, exactly. So this one is pretty much everywhere. Okay. So here we will do this instead of this. And here we will do this instead of this. And here we will do this instead of that. Ah! Oh wow. He understood it already. Genius! He took the first text box that was inside and he... Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's not in other places, so we can now safely remove... we can now safely remove the old label. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think the only thing is that this thing should be like this, and it should be centered. Yeah, it's already centered. So that if you have a big value, right, like 100, it's still available. By the way, guys, if you have any questions on the game or what I'm doing, right, please just be interactive. Can you add those tutorials to the Steam store page under PlaneShift community video tab? They will help create activity on both the Steam and YouTube channel, as well as to help those on Steam to have not venture away from the platform. Very good idea, Trent. So how do I do that? Steam. Steam video section. What did he say? Under PlaneShift community, community hub, you mean? Video tab, okay. Upload a video. Hey, but I can only upload it. I can upload it. I cannot link it. Can I link a video? For example, this one. I want to show. No. Seems I cannot. Steam Mobile, 1 second. Steam Mobile, but that is not the right account, I think, is it? Let me just check if that's the right account, because I don't know. No, it's not the right account. 1 second, I'm trying to understand the account name that I have. No, the account should be PlaneShift. Wait a second, I need to check. Trying to understand which is the account that I need to log in to actually manage that page. Enter the code to your email address. Okay. But I don't think I can post a link anyway. I think the only thing that I can post is I can probably just upload a video. I'm not getting the confirmation email. This thing about security are always a mess, but yeah, I understand why they do it. I mean, it's important, right? I mean, I know. I'm not getting the confirmation email. Hey, bro, you didn't send me the email. Ah, there it is. Okay, arrived. It took a bit, but he arrived. He arrived. Okay, I'm in. Okay, I'm in. So now, video, right? If I do upload video, what happens? Video, manage video. Okay, I'm back here. Video, manage video. No matching video were found. Link YouTube account. Select video you want to take action on. Your videos now on Steam. Share your finest gaming moment with your friend. Upload amazing island, insightful review, helpful tutorial. Link your YouTube account to your Steam profile. Select the video you want to add to your Fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic, bro. Successfully linked your YouTube account. Select videos to add. All of them. Absolutely all. Okay, I'm linking. 1 second, I'm on the other screen because, but I'm nearly there. Okay. After you select the videos on the left. You successfully added 14 videos. Okay, fantastic. So now... look at this. Now we have all the videos. All the 14. All the 14 videos loaded. There it is. Okay, it's done. Can you watch them from here? Yeah, you can watch them from here, I guess. So you don't have to go YouTube, right? You can just... Hello, everyone. I want to show you a few tricks for the character creation in PlaneShift and also tell... Nice, few tricks. I like tricks. Done. Thanks for the tip. Okay, we did it. Okay, back to what we were doing. Back to what we were doing, my boys. But yes, there are these videos. If you guys are new to the game and you want to learn more, there are some tutorial videos that are very very fresh, very new. I just made them in the last few days. So if you want to go there and click them and like them and comment them, they would be very nice, because the algorithm will pick them up, right? And so they will show maybe also on Google when you type PlaneShift tutorial in the future. So yep. Okay, this is our small shield. We put it there. I mean, they don't actually match too much, the coin with the shield, in terms of style. But, you know, at the end, if this thing works well, I can also commission a wall redesign, right, of this. I mean, at the moment we are doing it like this, a bit manually, but we can commission a full redesign of of the UI and the cards. Even if I like these borders a lot, but we may redo it. Okay, let me just see if it works as expected. Start game. Well, with the only difference that locations, as we said, right, should have this and this hidden. But fine, yeah, but it seems to work okay. 70 XP, 8 XP, 20 XP, 10 XP. It kind of works well. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we did that. We cleared the board from the old stuff. Yes. And now. And now I want to be sure that my card, when it's configured, right? It doesn't. I mean, if it's like we said, if it's a location, right? If it's a location, it should not have, right? Location. Yes, that is where we were, right? If it's a location, we should ensure that the card XP and the card cost type are hidden, right? And this should happen if the card is small size or if the card is full size, right? It should be the same. So we do collapsed, and I think the same for the creature. No, for the creature, no. The cost is for the cost is should be null for the creature, right? But the XP obviously should be there. So if he's a creature and we are here, okay. Okay. Okay, so we start the game. Yeah, perfect. You see, there is nothing there. Ah, we should also remove the attack and the health. Yeah. While for the creature, we want it. Yes. Okay, nice. So for the location, we also want to hide attack and health. Now, these two, I don't know if we will do them in the same way, like with a separate widget or not. I think probably we will not, because now the only thing that we have to understand is after doing this, right? After doing this, and if we show another creature, yeah, I knew it. Yeah, if we show a creature now, those are gone, right? Because by default they are not on. Shit. Wow. Yeah, this becomes kind of a multi-layer. It becomes a lasagna monster, easy. Creature, item, and spell. I can probably do this actually. And this will be I messed up. I messed up. Creature and hero. Creature and hero, right? Creature and hero. Yeah. Creature and hero should have it visible, obviously. And is the other three, right? Is the other three that have it, or four? Yeah, three, whatever. That have it hidden. Okay, I think now is okay. Not only one in the sky is overfull of Zolania monster. Not only one. So you mean there are many? Many? Okay. Well, now we don't have the border. We don't have the border for the small location, which is a bit annoying. Can we create it? I think we had though. No. No, small. We only have the small. We only have this. Small. We only have this. All the others are full. All the others are full. Fuckerinos. Fuckerinos. Okay, we can... Card front 1. Card front small. We also have a small 5. What is small 5? No, we have this though. The item small we have. The item small we have that we'll probably never use, by the way. We'll probably never use. Yeah, the small 5 was really a stupid idea. We need to make the location, the hero and the creature. The other two are not needed. The location, the hero and the creature. The location. We are probably going to remake all these pictures anyway, but... Okay. Okay, so now basically we have to adapt this one to this one. Right? Okay, I don't remember exactly how I did it, but I did it somehow. I think what I did, if I remember right, did I just copy this the other way and then no, I don't think so. I think, probably I just moved this down to be at the top, right? Most likely, right? I think I did this. And then we moved this part up because we want the title to be, yeah, to be pretty much. So we have to dismantle this piece. Yeah. We have to dismantle this piece. Why is not? Okay, no. We have to dismantle this piece. Because this one will go up. Okay. Okay. Now, how much up? How much up? I mean, it should be exactly in the same position of this guy. Okay, like that. Okay. I mean, it's slightly, but it's fine. Okay, so it's like that because we have to save space, right? We have to save space for the thingy. Then we delete, right? We delete completely the borders. Yeah, these borders need to go. These borders need to go. Now, we need to understand if we need to take, yeah, probably up to there. And up to here. I think that's the way we want to do it, right? And we delete. Okay. Now we take the bottom again. So we basically take everything again and we put it here. And now we move it. We move it up. Now the problem of this is that, as you can see here, we have the description, right? And the description in theory we don't want. So we have to decide a second how to do that. Yeah, it's not very easy to create these things. Also because I don't know where is a good place to cut, right? I mean, we will have to fix it anyway, but yeah, we will have to fix it quite a bit, I see. Oh, like this is nearly correct. Nearly correct. Okay, now we want to delete this part. But we have to be careful the way we do it. We have to be careful. Yeah. And the bottom I will have to redo manually. Unfortunately. So this part I have to remodel manually. There's no way. Well, maybe not. Okay. Okay, there is a bit of this line, there is a bit of this black line, but you know what? I think we can push it until there. And push it until there, so that it looks like it's made by purpose, right? Now here... Hey, here, bro, I don't know. Here in theory... I mean, here in theory, we don't want this thing. I mean, we can leave it for now, but in theory, it should go, huh? This thing should go. This thing should go. This thing in the middle should go. Should I just kill it? I mean, just kill the top. Fuck. Maybe I can do it this way. No. Mistakes were made. Maybe we can do this for now, right? And we will see. I don't know why it's fucking up so much. Seriously. Okay, maybe for now we'll leave it like that, right? Which is reasonable. And then we will improve it, fix it later on, right? So I think that for now, that is good enough. And we will leave it like this. Okay, okay, so this looks like now the top, I mean, this line here is a bit annoying. I don't know if I can really change it though, but we can try. Wait, I'm not in the right... yeah, exactly. Not in the right layer. No? What? What is going on? Please. Ah, because I'm at 50%. Right? Okay. So now when you see it with this border and this border, right, you cannot see that thing in the middle anymore, which I think is better. Okay, I think like this looks good. This is our... wait, with the only note that this needs to be cut as well, right? Like here. Yes. So he has the rounded borders. Okay, so this is our small location. So location is actually front number 2. And so this will be the small number 2. Yes. Ah, there is the yeah, that's the shadow that was coming from the gem, but now the gem is not there. Okay. Easy solved. Small 2, yeah. Okay, now we import it. And let me see if it looks fine. Card small 2 open. Yeah. Save. So in the when we are in the card, right? When we are configuring the board, location. At the moment, I think is using the same. Yeah, exactly. So now we should use a small 2. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so now if we play and we start the game, yep, you say, now we have our small location, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Why is saying that YouTube is a problem? Why? Is anyone on YouTube? Do we have a problem with YouTube, guys? Do we have a problem on YouTube? No, we are live. Do we have a problem with YouTube, guys? No, we are live. We are live and kicking. Okay. Yeah, so you see now we have the small version and the big version, which is very cool, of this one. So this one is not wrong anymore. Now we need the small version of the creature as well. We need a small version of the creature. So we have to do exactly the same work that we did, right? But with the creature. Now the creature I think is using the same top panel. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So we can reuse the work that we did with the top panel. So this top panel, I'm not gonna delete it, right? Okay, so we take this. This one I think is slightly harder because he has more... he has more complexity to all this thing, right? But yeah, in theory now our front, yes, will be there. But we have to remove it, right? We have to remove it from here, which is not very easy. Oh my god. Not very easy. GG. GG! No. Nah. This one I cannot really do manually like this. No, I cannot do it like this. I have to really carve it out somehow. Okay, we're gonna carve it out, GG. Yeah, so basically what we want to do, we want to keep these things, but we don't want to remove these other things, right? And it's a bit of a manual process. Unfortunately. It's a bit of a manual process. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this because anyway, these graphics may all change, right? So, but at least I want to have it decent that if we do like a first release, you know, you guys can play it without too much trouble, right? We should delete all of this, right? Yes. Should delete all of that. Until here or until there? No idea. I don't know actually if we should keep the top or the top line. I don't know. Okay, let's do a close, otherwise, yeah. So this one we can delete, and then we have to delete also all the inside. Okay. One pixel at a time. One pixel at a time. We will make this game great. I tell you. One pixel at a time. We will make this game great. Okay. Now here at the top, I don't know what to do actually, because we don't have... I mean, it's very hard to do a continuation of this, right? So how the fuck... How the hell... how the hell we can do a mid of this without messing up? I mean, or I do it all black like this, right? I just copy it fully. Or we do a kind of symmetrical thing. But I don't know really. I don't know exactly how. I don't know, because we don't have a lot of empty black spaces, right? So we have very few empty black spaces that we can reuse. And they may look like incorrect. That is problematic, my boys. Trying to fix it a bit, but I will look a bit shitterinos. I mean, fixing this bottom part is probably the easiest, because I just go like this, right? And I mean, assuming I can catch the right, yeah, but like that, right? So it is probably the easiest piece. Huh? What the? Why so weird? It's not the same height. Yeah, it's not the same height by any means. It's not the same height by any means. Fuck. Problem will be the repetition, but fine. Yeah, it's not symmetrical, so it's a bit GG. But I mean, the small parts we can fix. The problem is everything else. The small parts here we can fix. The problem is what to do here in the middle, because we don't really have a drawing, right? We don't have... I mean, we have this thing, but I don't like... We have this drawing at the bottom. Okay, let's leave it open for a second. Let's leave it open for a second and we will see. But at least it is the right... Ah, but on top there is the text. Ah, fuck. There is the text on top, so we are good, boys. Forgot about that. Okay, nice. So we are good. We are absolutely good. Now the bottom. Fuck the bottom. What happened? The bottom, we also have to remove this thing, which, by the way, I added myself on top, and now I have to remove it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Bombastic. But we can do it. One click at a time. Mm-hmm. By the way, guys, how are you today? What are you doing? Are you playing some games? Are you creating stuff? What are you doing? Tell me what you're doing. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? It can be in the good enough range. Let me just delete this a second so I don't go crazy. Okay. And we'll have to decide what to do at the bottom if we want to leave that weird golden mark. But again, we may leave it. It's just that now I want to have a version that actually I like, you know, seeing on screen, and so I want something that looks decent. It doesn't have to look perfect, but decent enough. Am I doing a mistake here? No, I'm not. Now this thing will be super small, so on screen, so even if it's not perfect, you will not really see it. For now we leave the golden thingy. And then we see what to do with it. We will probably have to remove this. Okay. Where are we? Here. Here. Boom! Okay, now... Now we need to find a good spot to delete. A good, you know, a good thing. A good height to delete, because here is a million. Yeah, this would be a mess. It will never match, bro. It will never match. Yeah, like you see here the problem. You see the problem. Yeah, I see it already. But you know what? I think we can boldly merge it and see what happens. We can boldly merge it. Exactly. He's a bit of a mess, I know. I know. This one, what do we do with this guy? What the hell we do with that guy? That guy is GG. That guy is really, really hard to fix. Can do this. I mean, it's not perfect, but we'll do for now. Guess. And this guy? Wow. And this guy, we are fucked, huh? I mean, it's again something like this, but maybe we leave it like that. Bro, why is not painting what I'm painting? Okay. I mean, it's pretty evident that something happened here, right? But I guess you will forgive me. I mean, it's pretty evident that here something happened. Yeah. 100%. And here is the GG we had before. Here is really different, my boys. Here is really different. We have to somehow and paint it and hope for the best. Okay. And this guy, oh my god, this guy. This guy is the same as this, right? But here. And I think that this guy should disappear. Exactly. Okay, I think it's reasonable. There is still this guy. I think it's reasonable. I think it's reasonable, actually. Yeah, I think it's reasonable. Oh, fuck, I did a mistake. No! Okay, we can fix it. I merged it without... Jesus Christ, superstar. I merged it without cutting the bottom. No, but it's easy to fix. It's easy to fix. You see this part? This part obviously needs to be transparent this way, right? Fuck. And now there is a bit of gold, right? There is a bit of gold in this border because I... Anyway, it's fine, it's fine. But you see that it's not round? Jesus. We will do it like this, it's okay. Okay, fine. So that is our final, well, final somehow. Small number 1. No, it's impossible, it's small number 1. I don't know, we call it small number 3 and GG. Small number 3. Okay, so basically now this monster, right? Let's do it. Let's do it, my boys. Let's just do it. Why there are small cards? There are small cards because when the cards are on the board, you cannot have the full, or it doesn't. I mean, or it's too much. I will show you. It's easier to show you than to explain it. So creature. Creature goes to small number 3. Okay, fine. So when you play, right? When you play, right? Here are your cards, right? But you cannot have a card that is as big as that. I mean, as vertical as that in the field, right? Also because when the card is down, you don't care anymore about the cost because you played it already. You don't care anymore about the rarity, and you don't care anymore about the description, which anyway will not fit, right? Because it will be too small. So when you play a hero, right, and you put it here, you see that it becomes a small card, right? It becomes a small card. Now we may make it slightly bigger than that because actually this thing is scaled. So is actually bigger than the real card, you know, is like this, you see. So we can actually, well, here we are at 150%, but if I go at 100%, you see, it's as big as this. And yeah, and the same for the creature. We can make it a bit bigger, but yeah, now we have a problem that the small card should anyway have the health and the attack.
This is getting serious.
At least, yeah, absolutely, it's getting serious. We are doing this for real, my boys. We are not playing here, huh? We're not playing. We're not here to play. I mean, we are here to build, you know, build. We are here to build. What is going on? So now I need, right? Now I need these 2 balls of fire. I need these 2 balls of fire also in the other cards. At least in the creature. Well, only in the yeah. Well, no, because this is the hero, right? So we already have the hero. So I need this in my creature card, in my small creature card, right? Which will be huge, by the way, right? But that's fine. Because I think you want to see very well the... Now, the problem is that I don't think we want it red, right? I think we want this to be black. But how the hell do we do it black? Good question. And I will probably redo all of this graphics one day, but yeah, one day. One day! So what do? We just desaturate and it becomes gray? I think gray is fine, no? I think gray is very cool, actually. Yeah, I think for the monsters, we can just go gray. But I would do it a bit better than what I did, so I would do it probably this way. Okay. Do you want to have it darker? I mean, if you want to have it darker, I can give it to you darker, but I don't know if it will work. Do you want it darker like this? Okay, fine. I give it darker to you because you want it darker. And we need 2 of those, right? We need 2. Now I think the only problem is that it would be better if we avoid destroying the original picture, so that we actually keep the original with the without these two things, right? So we save it as something else, right? Like small 3b or something, so that we don't destroy the original. I think this thing in the middle we will have to change. We will have to destroy one day, but fine. Okay, so now if we re-import this with a new file and we go small 3, okay, and we save it, right? Now if we play a card like this, yeah, you see that now you can see very well the 2 and the 3, right? 2 is the attack and 3 is the... hello, Phoenix. Is the card game in the original release? No, it was not. No. It was absolutely not in the original release. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, maybe it's too small, but we will see. We will see. We can move these tiles, right? We can move these tiles. And we can do stuff, right? So... okay, now the problem is that the big card does not have those two things. So we also need the big monster card, which is this one, to have the same layer. The big monster card. Yeah, it's a bit of a pity because we destroy some of the graphics, but you know, these numbers are more important. These numbers are more important. Yeah, we destroy a bit of the graphics, but yeah, we do. Card front 1. So this will be card front 1B, and we do the same trick, right? Card front 1B, so we don't destroy the previous. We still have it, but we will re-import with a new file. 1B is this guy. Open. Okay. Yeah, so you see that now is way more visible. Now, why it's not centered? I don't know. Why the number is not centered properly? Why the number is not centered properly? Compared to a hero? Why the hero doesn't have the... what? Ah, because in the hero we have it only on the small. Okay, we have the same problem. We have the same problem with the hero card. We need to create a new version of the hero card also with the two small thingies. Let me see which one is it. Front 2, front 3, front 4. It's a pity because it's nicer without, but we have no other chance than doing this. Ah, but this time we want it red, so this time we will take this guy. Ah, I will touch also the text. It will touch the text. And it is a bit of a problem, huh? Okay, let's do it this way, but we definitely have an issue because if this thing is going over the text, right? And we cannot print the text properly. We have to indent the text here, you know, with this round. I mean, it's kind of a freaking mess. But for now, let's do it this way. So this will be front B. I mean, we may rethink the graphics completely, right? We may change it completely. One day. Maybe never. Maybe never. 4B. Okay, so now we have... Now, the numbers are a bit fucked up. I don't know why. The numbers are a bit fucked up in position. Yeah, because I think that the idea was that that these two balls were using way less space than that. I mean, we can make them smaller. We can make the ball... Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but if we do it... No, fuck. If we do it, we have to do it everywhere, right? We have to do it also on the monster one. I mean, I can. Because we didn't save it yet. So we can do this, right? We can do this. I don't know if it would be visible, though. Do you think it would be visible or is too small? Maybe too small, actually. Maybe too small. Car front 1B. What is it? I don't see it. Card front 1B. Come on, one small, bim, 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 boom, bam. Before everything? No, I don't see it. Okay, I don't know. It's not here. Ah, because it's not called 1B. Ah, sorry, because we re-imported on top. So it's actually front 1. Yeah. I don't know if it's too small now, though, but... Nah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay, actually. I think we can do it that sides. I think that size is fine. So I think we can do the same sides also. Also in our in this one. So we will take this and scale it. Huh? What? I scale it only that little? I scaled it very little. Okay, fine. I thought we scaled. Wait, but it's wait. No, it's not like that. Wait a sec. Wait a second. No, I didn't put it in the right spot. Yeah, exactly. Didn't put it in the right spot. He copied it, but he didn't put it in the right spot. So this guy is not in the right spot. His position is like something like this, right? And so this guy becomes yeah, exactly. No. Jeez, come on. Now, I don't know if we should go on the side or whatever, but anyway. Roughly like this, right? So they should be pretty much in the same position of the other card. 4. Okay. Okay, so now everything should be set properly. Yeah. With the only difference that this number is not very centered, but that I think is a problem of the card center. It's not a problem of the... Can I move it? What the fuck? What do you mean I cannot move it? Sure I can move it. It's my thing. Sure I can move it. Oh wow. It's really off. Bro, I move it, doesn't make any difference. Huh? Why this thing is coming back? Ah, because I set the position from... Okay. Because, yes, I set the position of those things dynamically because I need to position them based on if the card is a small card or is a big card. So actually these numbers are... yeah, you see? It's all freaking hard-coded. Oh my god. It's all freaking hard-coded. What a fun life. So the X, right, instead of being... No, but I can still test it here, and then I can move it there. So instead of being 504, it will be like 486, right? So if I change here... If I change here 486... Yes, now we moved left a bit. I mean, not much, but 470, whatever. Yeah, it's a bit of an ugly thing to do. Yeah, now it's too much. Okay, 77, whatever. Whatever. Okay, now it's kind of correct. Okay, good. But anyway, we will fix that. But now at least you have the card. And when you put it on the ground, right? The card is kind of in the right position. Now, the number 10 seems to be... Is this text actually centered or not? It should be centered. So the justification... Yeah, justification is centered, actually. Okay, well, I mean, fine. I mean, it's a bit fucked up when it's... But okay, let's not care about that. Let's not care about that. At least now we have all the borders correct, right? So there is a location. We have the location. There is a hero. The hero can be drawn into the board. Fantastic. You can draw as many heroes as you want to the board, and you can click to them. I cannot click them after they are on the board. I can click this guy, but I cannot click this guy. Why I cannot click this guy? So it is the hero lane. By the way, can I drop it in the other hero lane? No, I cannot. Can drop it only on this hero lane. Okay, fine. I cannot click it. Why I cannot click it? So it seems that from the hero lane to the card. One second. I have this thing start to become fairly complex. From the hero lane. From the hero lane. Hero lane, creature lane, bind. creature lane bind panel and P0 P0. Yeah, I have to do the bind here. I'm not binding here. I have to bind here. Bind full. Bind full. Okay. Now probably some of this can be done in C++ directly, but okay, now it should be, in theory, it should be bound, and so when we start the game, we put a hero, we click it. Okay, nice. We can see it full screen. Amidison, eh? Do you remember Amidison or not? Is our Vigesimi or Vigesimi of the main city, so it's one of the governor of the world. And he's governing, this girl is governing the most important city in the game. In fact, she's worth 80 XP. It's costing only 3. 3 maybe is a bit low. She has 6 attack and 10 health. Okay, now another thing that I want to do. I think, by the way, we have to move this up when we are or maybe we put the. So now I have a question for you guys. A card may have up to 3 items. I mean a hero. A hero can have up to 3 items, right? And you play the items on the hero. So the question is, where should the items be displayed? Should they be displayed at the bottom? I can show you how it may look, right? If we open up the main project, if we open up the main project, I opened like 12 million other images. Wait, if we open up the main is borders v2. This one. I have a question for you guys, huh? Be ready, be ready. Okay, so only for the characters. Only for the characters. We have, okay, the XP icon, we have the cost, we have the title, we have the gem color, yes, and then we have the picture, okay, and then we have the description of the text, okay, which here is not there, but it's fine. And then we also have the two at the bottom, the 2 things at the bottom, right? That at the moment I didn't copy, but it would be a good idea actually to copy them there as well, so that we have them. If I take these 2 layers and I put them here and I move them down, I mean obviously it's moving only one at a time because it needs to be a bit annoying otherwise. Are these already reduced ones? Yeah, probably yes. Okay, so we have those 2 things, right? Which is the attack and the health. I mean, they have to be slightly better positioned, but for now, let's just consider that they are okay, right? Right. So I don't have the items. Ay. Did I lose them? No. What the hell? Did I lose the... No, really? Did I lose the items icon? I didn't save. Shit. Jesus. I think I didn't save it, my boys. I think I didn't save that. Why I didn't save it? Are you serious right now? Nah. Okay, we can redo it, but it's a pity though because I had it done already. Fuck. No, but it's impossible. Let me enable everything. Gem, rare, cut, base, attack. Ah, by the way, they were here, the two balls. Maybe I put it under small. No, it's very strange because I had the. Item base. I didn't save that? Holy Jesus. Didn't save it for whatever reason. We did the work together the other day, right? So basically I transformed one of the icons. Maybe I have it here. Wait. Maybe I saved it here. Maybe I have it in my icons? No? Jeez. I lost it? Well, it was a simple thing. We can redo it, right? But... Okay, let's redo it. No, I don't think I have it here. I don't think I have it here. Arr, arr, arr. I hate losing time. Okay, just because I didn't do it right. So basically what I want an icon that is here, right? That is a square and represents an item, right? And I think that the way we did it the other day was to ask to convert this one. Yes, to convert this one, right, to... Okay, let me try again. It's very strange because I'm sure I did it. Do I have it in another window? Ah, it's here. Exactly. It's this one. Can you still load it or it been deleted? Fuck, it's been deleted. I deleted the chat. No! I deleted the chat. Well, in theory, he's here, though. No, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here. He's here, my boys. He's here. Relax. Everything is perfect. I didn't lose anything. So, is this square thingy, right? Is this square thingy that works only for heroes. So that is why it's red, right? Because our heroes are... have the red color border, right? So there is the red color border. So now the question is, if I have items, now that is obviously too big, right? We cannot have, I think, an icon like this. But so we will have to scale it a bit. I think we'll have to scale it to the size of everything else, or even less than this. I don't know. I don't know, because actually items are very important on a hero, right? So we may even decide to make it bigger, right? To make it as big as that. But for a second, let's say that we do it then we do it like this, right? And yeah, we did this work already. I know we did this work already. I know I'm doing it again. I'm conscious of that. I'm conscious that I'm redoing something that we did, but it's very quick, so don't worry. Don't worry. So this is what we did the other day, right? We said, oh, that is my thingy, right? That is my item, and then since I didn't want to see that, I also colored this like that because I want it to be nice and dandy. And this will be our item icon, right? Our keep icon. So this will be something that the character as the hero has equipped. Okay. Let me just finish this so that we have it like it looks normal. Okay, something like that, right? Now here the borders are fucked. Yes, I know, but cannot do everything, you know, day one. The universe was not made in one day, or it was, maybe it was. Okay, so assuming that we have this as the, wow, it's super big, but anyway, as the item, a character can have 3 items, right? Character can have 3 items. So where do we put these 3 items? Where do we put these 3 items? Do we put them here? Right? Do we put them here? So imagine seeing the card on the table, right? Well, on the table, on the like here in our board, right? Like here in our board. Mistakes were made. Well, we need 2 versions, obviously. We need a version where it is full, but it will never be in your hand, because if it's in your hand, it doesn't have equipment. It can have equipment only when it's on the board. Yes, yes. So in theory, we have to work with the small version. It is a mistake, huh? It is a mistake. Hey, bro, the small version is insanely small, so the only possible, so that the question is easily answered. It's impossible to put it on the right side because we still have the XP, but we removed the cost because when the card is on the board, it has no cost, right? So the answer is obviously here. There is no other answer. There is no other answer. The problem is that we don't even have the space to put it in, to put this thing. Wow. Wow. Or we can do 1, 2, and 3. I don't know. But it's a bit messy, eh? 1, 2, and 3 is very messy. 1, 2, and 3 is very messy. Consider the gem will not be there, and the coin will not be there. Right? I don't know what is this. But this one will be here, right? This one will be here. We can move it up, right? This one we can move it up for the small version of the card. I mean, we cannot put it here because here there is the title. Assuming that we want to have the title, and I would say yes, we want to have the title. So yeah, it is a bit a mess. I didn't think that, yeah, because we need to have it in the small version of the card, and we need to have it in the big version of the card, right? And I don't think it should be on one side. Or we make them smaller, right? We make them smaller and we put them all on the bottom. I mean, that's also a possibility. But I think on the bottom will become very, very, very busy. And if it's too small... Actually, I don't know. Do you have any suggestion? It will be only for heroes. It will be only for heroes. So that is basically what you see. That is what you see in the small view. And yes, we can move this up. I don't think it's a big deal. But we will need somehow to place this freaking equip, right? Somewhere here. I mean, they kind of cover the whole card if we make them so big. I don't know. Yeah, they cover a lot of the card, actually. They cover a lot. I mean, or we put it outside, but outside we don't have... I mean, we can make them like this, right? They go over the border, but we cannot really do it because over the border there is another card, right? So I cannot really put the items here on the left, right? I think it will be... I mean, or we do it that we show it only when we are full, but it's a bit of a pity though. So like you don't see the items in the small form, right? You don't see the items in the small form. You see the items only in the big card form. So you will see them here, 1, 2, and 3. The problem is that the items, you will have to drop them from your hand on top of a hero. So I think it would be nice to know if they have something or not, right? Otherwise you will have to open, check if they have an item, close it, drop the item. I mean, it's very annoying. I think it's very, very annoying. Do you have a suggestion, guys, or no? I mean, we could stack the items at the bottom, outside of the card. I mean, the heroes are not gonna move, right? That's a possibility. So the heroes are not moving. The heroes are not moving. So what we could do is to reserve here on the table I don't know if it become too small, but at that point we could use the wall space, right? Yeah, I think that is the solution. I think it is the solution. I think this is the solution, my boys. What the hell? Huh? What the fuck is doing? Bruh. You serious right now? Yeah. So there can be an extra. Yeah, I think it will be the easiest. There can be an extra row on the board, meaning not on the card, but on the board, which we may still attach to the we may still attach to the card, but you don't know it, right? You don't know it. And here you have your 3 items attached to the 0. Yeah, I think like this is nice. And you will have it. And you will have it for all heroes. And they will appear only. They will appear only if the hero has something, right? Because if the hero doesn't, if the hero only has 1 item, you will see only 1 item. I mean, this means that we need a bit more space here, but I think it's very doable. I think it's very, very doable. Okay. I think that is the solution, my boys. Or at least for now, we will do it this way. For now, we will do it this way. Okay, let's try. So this becomes icon, item, equip. Icon, item, equip, okay? And item, icon, equip, we want in the card, but in the small version only. But I think we can just put it there, right? Do we want to have a panel? Do we want to have an additional panel just for the equipment? Or do we want to put it here? Yeah, maybe a panel for the equipment could be nice because there is already so much to configure here that, yeah, let's do it. Let's do a panel for the equipment. But the important point is that this should happen only with the heroes, right? So that panel will be fully hidden, right? Yes. So this will be PS card, item, equip. PS card, item, equip. Okay. And PS card, item, equip, we'll have what? We'll have 3 images, pretty much. No, we'll have a canvas, because without a canvas, we don't do anything. We'll have, yeah, okay. We'll have a canvas. Inside the canvas, we will have our 3 images, right? And this image will be item equip, right? Yeah. And it will have the size of the item equip. I don't know at the moment how big this is. It's 134 by 133. Okay, we decided to have it so stupid. 134 by 134. Okay. 134 by 134. Okay, that is our thingy, right? And we will have so this will be image. I don't know if I need something else, but I don't know if I need something more than an image at the moment, but let's say that for now is an image. So there will be item equip 1, item equip 2, item equip 3, and they will be exactly one next to the other in such a way, right? And okay. And by the and we will have, yeah, we will have icons, right, for the equipped item. Now I don't know if if we want to have the picture of every single item here, or we just want to say like weapon, shield, weapon, shield, bracer, for example, right? I don't know, but we will have to see how to have these ones. Yes, I would say yes. Then so in our front card, now it's becoming a science project. This freaking card is becoming insanely complex, but it's no insanely complex, no, but anyway, kind of complex. If we go a keep, right, we add a keep here. I don't know exactly where this will be in terms of position, but it should be at the bottom of the small version of the card, right? So for now, let's try here and see what happens, right? And this one at the moment we keep it always visible. So let me see what happens if I do this and if I do this. Okay, you see here. So there are the 3 slots. Yeah, there are the 3 slots there. Now these 3 slots are scaled with the hero. They are scaled with the hero. Yes. They are too small. I don't know. I have the feeling that some of these things are too small, but is it too small? I mean, we can make it bigger if we want. Somehow. We can do 150 by 150. $150 by $150. But I think that is a good solution, huh? I think this is probably the best solution, actually. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so now those will be invisible, right? Those will be invisible. They will be visible only when you equip an item on this hero. So by default, this will be off. Right? So in reality, I don't need this empty thing because it will never be empty. Or you have it or you don't have it, right? It will never be empty. It will never be empty. So actually this thing is useless as it is because we need it. I don't know. We can make some random examples, right? We can make some random examples. I mean, obviously now this is a bit too big, right? That is a bit too big, my friends. But anyway. And yes, it will destroy as soon as I click it. No, it didn't destroy even too much. I mean, I was thinking it would destroy more. So I guess my question is, what do we do? What do we do with the background at this point? You know what? I think the background then I think the background we really make it. I don't know. We will think about it, but I think the background we really make it. Really make it. What I want to say. Brighter. Yeah, that's what the word I was searching. We really make it brighter, right? So that, and I don't know if we want to do it with a gradient from the middle. I don't know, but anyway. I mean, all of this will be redone anyway, right? So it's just to give it a shade, just to have something. But this will be obviously this will have to be somehow redone, right? Just to have an icon, right? Just to have an icon. So this will be icon item equip 1, for example, right? And then we can have this, which is item icon keep empty, right? But empty, I think empty we will never use. Empty we will never use because I don't want the. I think empty we may. No, I think empty we never use. I think empty we will never use. We will always have a thing. Always have a thing. Right? So the second will be, I don't know, a shield or whatever. And I don't know if I really want to have the icons to be identical to the actual item, but that would be a mess, right? I mean, if we decide that we put the real item there, we will have to do one small icon for every item in the for every card item that we have. That I don't know yet how many we will have, but potentially many, right? And okay, item equip 2. And then I don't know, you will have this pair of gloves, right? This one GG trying to make them transparent, but we will try. We will try, my boys. Yeah, I knew it will never work. I knew it. But it's fine. It's just an example. It's just an example. Okay, so now, so we have that idea. We have the idea of having 3 item slots per hero. Please. Okay. We have the idea to have 3 item slots per hero, right? So let me just export this one as item number 3. I know there is a noise a bit fucked, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. My suggestion will be to do it by category so that you go. Anyway, because otherwise we go crazy if you want to do, you know, one for each. I mean, it's like impossible. Okay. So let's say that a hero, right? When a hero is on the board, by the way, yeah, this will be hidden, obviously, right? But when the hero is on the board, right, you will see the items, and probably with the mouse over, right? With the mouse over, you can also get the detail, right? Or you can get, yeah, I don't know if you get the detail of the card when you click on this, guys. We will have to think about it, right? We'll have to think if we want to just show the equipment. We have to see if we have to see here the equipment in the full view. I think in the full view probably will be no equipment shown, right? So this will be hidden in the full view. That is my thinking. It will only be visible on the board, and probably we will make this a bit bigger because you only have 4 heroes, right? So your 4 heroes can be a bit bigger. I can optimize the space, right? I can optimize the space, I think. Yeah, so you have your 4 heroes, in this case, fully equipped, right? Fully equipped. Yes. Yes. Yeah, obviously this for creature. Yeah, this for creature needs to be off, right? But it will be off by default, right? It will be off also for locations and everything else, right? And for spells. So it will be on only for heroes. Okay, so now maybe let's try to by the way, dotted fish is spelled wrong. Who wants to be in the card game? I can put your name in the card game if you want. I don't remember where I configured that, but somewhere I configured. If you say something now in chat, you will be in the list. Oh wow, it's not here. I have no idea where is it though. Probably is under player name here. No. Ah yes, it's here. Okay, so now, wow, it looks very complex with all these things. But obviously it will not be like that. I mean, we can attach, in theory we can attach spells that way, right? But I don't know. We could attach spells to... maybe. Okay, how can I get my deck? How can I get? How can I get? So first of all, let's hide that thingy for the card because otherwise it becomes a mess, right? We have too many windows open. We have too many windows open. Okay, so this one in card front. This one in card front will be collapsed as default, right? So we will not see that anymore. Now we need a way to configure these things. We need a way to configure this thing. So there must be a kind of a setup or an add item, right? So I think there will be an add item. Yeah. There will be an add item. There will be an array here with the items that you have, right? And I think you can have the cards directly, right? So this will be like item cards, right? Item cards. And this will be PS cards. And this will be an array, right? Which at the beginning is obviously empty. But then you're gonna add to this thing whatever card comes in, right? I think so. And then we will check for item card how many we have, right? So this will be just to say, oh, we have that many. And we will switch if we have 1, 2, or 3, right? So this will start from 1, yeah. And so if you have 1 only after the addition, we will take the first item equip and we will switch the image. I don't know, I think we will turn it on. I think we will do like set visibility visible, right? And we will take the other 2 and we will make them invisible. I think we can do it as simple as this. I don't think we need much more than that. No? I think they just become visible and invisible based on... yeah, I think so. Right? And if this number is 2, then we assume that the first one is already visible. And so I think we will just do this. We will just show this one and hide this one. And if it's 3, we assume again, I think we assume again that this one is done already, because we add them one on top, unless you can lose an item, but I don't know. And this one will also become visible, right? So in this case, you will have all three visible, right? And if it's more than 3, I mean, we will have then to implement the rules that you cannot put more than 3 items. But so now, can I draw from my deck some items and some spells? Because at the moment when the game starts, I'm getting my 4 heroes, right? But I'm not getting any item. I'm not getting any items or spells, right? We will also have to decide what happens when you have too many cards in your hand. I think you may decide not to draw. Yeah. I think you are not forced to draw a card. I think you can draw a card each turn, but you don't have to. Does it make sense to you? Yeah, I think so. Hello, Fanner. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. How are you, Fanner? I'm working on a bit of a side project, which is this PlaneShift card game, which is anyway will be inside the game, but I'm reasoning a bit on it and see. So, what I would like to do, I would like to be able to draw a card when I click on this pile, right? Because I think it should be optional. I think it should be optional. So I already have a way to click on a pile. I already have a way. I already have a way to click on a pile. Exactly. Spell or item. And no, and no. I mean, yes and no. I mean, that is both. So this one, well, this is configured as spell. Okay, let's say spell, but in reality, spell and item. Spell and item. So when the card type is a spell, by the way, at the moment we are not removing the card that we are selecting. Not removing the card we are selecting. No, we are not. Draw a random card. Draw a random card. So this, what this is doing is basically drawing a random card, drawing a random card from the deck. He's not removing it yet, but he's drawing it. He's drawing it. So what we could do, we could draw a random card, and then we need to add the card to the hero lane. So I think we need another dispatcher, right? We need another dispatcher, which is card drone. Right? And the card drone dispatcher will have the same signature with just the card that we got, right? So it's a PS card. Yes. And we will basically call this dispatcher with the card that we want. So basically whoever is listening to this, right, will get the card. Now we need to be sure now that our board, when we initialize it, is actually binding, right, to I mean, after build player decks, or we can do it inside build player decks. I mean, it's about the same, right? So we will have to bind to a function here. There's player deck 0, player deck 1, right? So here we are basically building them. And then we will have to take again player deck 0, player deck 1. And we will have to do a bind on drone. Why I can do it with an event instead of doing it with a function? It's kind of weird. Ah, no, okay, here it is. There it is. Fuck, I lost where I was. No. We were inside build player decks. Yeah, exactly. And this will be the same, right? Now the difference will be that I mean, I need to know which player is it. I need to know which player is it. Yeah, I have to. I have to know which player is it. I mean, for now we can do it only for player 1, but in the I mean, as soon as we do it for 2 players, I will have to implement this for 2 players. So I don't know if I want to do it immediately, so that it's done. I'm good so far. I may smoke some green stuff. I think so far things are good. Nice, fun. Eh? I mean, fine as long as it's legal in your country, but I guess it is. I'm thinking if this dispatcher should also have the player name, and I think he probably must be, because otherwise, how does he know, right? I think we need a player number here. The problem is that the pile does not know which player number it is, right? So we need a player number in the pile object as well. And we need to make this explicit so that in the board, right? In the board, when we are building this thing, we can say here player number 0 and here player number 1, right? So we know that these 2 decks are actually different. Now for this one we stay 0, for this one we stay 0 because they are like neutral, which is fine. So we will get our player number and we will pass it here. So now the dispatcher changed. I don't know if this is a problem for our build decks. I don't know if this still compiles or no, obviously. It's getting annoyed by that. I understand. So yeah, we have to redo it because we have to change the signature of the created of the function. Yeah, you say it. So it's created a thingy, which is nice. So this goes here, this goes there, and so we have. So now we have the bind. We have the bind to the draw, right? So if I go here and PS cardboard, I will call it draw card. Can I change the name or no? Yeah, I can change the name. Nice. So this will be the card that is drawn, right? And so then based on the player, I will put it in the hand of one guy or the other guy. So I will switch 0 or 1, no default. And if it's 0, here I'm on the board, so I have everything available. So I will take my P0 hand and my P1 hand. And here I think it's just a matter of doing add card, right? And we say which card we want to add, right? So hopefully this will do it already, because our code is already kind of modular And hopefully that will work. I have no idea actually, but we will see in a second. Okay, so now if I start the game and then I click here, yep, you see that my invigoration, which is actually a spell, came into my hand. Fantastic! I can draw cards! Yes! Yes, I can draw cards. Cannot believe it. Now, I think we have a maximum cards in the hand, right? We have a maximum number of cards in the hand. So if I draw again, yeah, and actually that number is 5. Also, the cards at the moment are not reorganizing themselves based on the position, so I can actually play Levrus here. But if I click draw again, yes, this cannot do it, right? Because it doesn't reposition all the other cards when you play a card and it's not removing. So that is something that we will have to implement somehow, right? That the cards are switching. But the good thing is that, yeah, also starting a new game without starting it. But yeah, you say like now we got Curing Fate. Now, in theory, we should also have some items into this deck. This one is costing 3 mana. And is 0 XP. No, but the XP... Wait, the XP should not be visible for the spells, huh? Why is visible? Why is visible, boys? This thing, so spells and items should have no XP. At least, I think so, right? Spells. Spells. First of all, I missed this line. I missed this line that is actually hiding the attack and the health. So here, what goes here? Spells, items, and locations, right? So yeah, so these are all the same. So here, we need also to hide the XP panel. Right, so this also will be collapsed. Is that it? Maybe. Yes. So you only have the cost. Now the cost is a bit misplaced, but anyway. You only have the cost, right? Now at the moment you cannot play prayer. It works anyway. It works anyway, but it doesn't make any sense, right? You cannot really play prayer that way, right? You cannot put it in a... Yeah. Yeah, so I think the next thing I need to do is that when you play a card, you... I mean, the whole card set is shuffles to the... He also has the wrong... Why has the wrong... yes, because spells cannot be on the board, so they don't have a small form. They only have a big form. They only have a big form. Yeah, I think now the biggest work is to, is to reorganize the cards in your hand when new cards are coming in or when cards are going out. That is not super easy because the way we manage it at the moment is very, very stupid. It's very simple, right? It's Basically, the player hand, right? The player hand is nothing else than five fixed positions, right? 5 fixed positions. While I mean, I don't know if we want to allow any number of cards or we want to allow maximum 10 cards. I mean, considering you have 4 heroes, right? I think having a maximum of 10 is reasonable, right? Because you have 4 heroes to play. How much should be the maximum cards in hand? Is there a maximum? Are there other? I mean, like in Hearthstone, you have maximum 10, right? This one we can delete actually. Let me go back to this and say in the popular card games and card video games, how many cards in hand you can have at maximum? In both physical and digital card game, the maximum hand size usually falls into one of 2 categories. A soft cap, you can have as many as you want, but must discard at the end of the turn. Or a hard cap, you physically can hold more and the extra cards are destroyed. Here is the breakdown of the maximum hand size in most popular titles. The soft cap giants, Magic the Gathering, 7 cards. Oh wow, only 7. Yu-Gi-Oh! 6 cards. Pokemon TCG, no limits. Disney Lorcana, no limits. You know that this Disney Lorcana I really want to try? I really want to try it and understand a bit what they did. Because it seems to be kind of popular actually. Do I have to buy it or can I just play it? But we can also buy it if needed. Because I want to understand more how it works, right? Lorcana. Wow, it's not on Steam. They decided not to be on Steam. They decided not to be on Steam. What? Pre-release 13 February 26. So it's not released at the moment? What? Ah, no, is an expansion. Ah, okay, it's probably an expansion. It's probably an expansion that is coming down. So how do I play? Ah, there is no digital? Is only physical? Okay, so it's only physical. It's only physical, so I cannot play it. I mean, I can play it only if I buy the thing. Can we have it in English, please? Can we have it in English?
Who knows? Who knows if we'll keep up the tradition the third or even the fourth? Third, yes. For the moment I have a 2-game win to 0 with the previous ones. Let's call them volcano with the huh? Who starts? Let's do the spin. Yes. We think we'll do
What is the spinning thing? It's so weird. Anyway. Oh wow, they also have in the video the card, the big card here on screen. It's all in Italian, I'm sorry. Also the cards are in Italian. Wow. How many tokens they have? Look at the tokens on the left. Is insane. Yeah, but like this, I think is hard for me to. I cannot follow like 20 minutes. It's too long. But anyway, fine. So he's saying that
let's be honest. Neither one of us knows what that thing does.
What do you
Just put
mean?
it in the corner, and I'll deal with it later.
What do you mean? The number of cards? No, I mean, we will see. No limits anyway. The hard cap. The hard cap, because of screen space UI and fast paced nature of digital play, it can eventually prevent you from ending more than a specific number. Hearthstone 10 cards. If you draw 11 cards, is burned. Legends of Runeterra 10 cards. Extra cards are obliterated, so they do the same. Marvel Snap 7 cards. Since the decks are small, the games are short, the turn is limited, your end is full, you simply don't draw. 9 cards. XX cards are destroyed. Roguelike deck builders. 10 cards. If you draw 11, it stays on top. 8 cards. But anyway, it seems that everyone is going for 10 cards pretty much, right? It looks like 10 cards is kind of a reasonable number. The only problem is that if I put, 10 cards is double of this, right? 10 cards is double of this. So what should I do? I should sell, should they be all fixed sides? And fixed position, or should they move, right? Because I think it would be nice if they, if you have like, if you have one card only in your hand, right? Would be nice that you just see it fully. If you have 2 cards in your hand or 3 cards in your hand, also would be nice if you can see them fully. But as soon as you have more cards, you know, they start to compress in terms of position. So basically there must be a function that is basically moving, rotating the cards based on their number, right? And I don't know if I want to start from the middle one. Probably the best idea is to start from the middle one. So if you only have 1 card in hand, is this one. How can we do this, guys? How can we do this? How can we do this? I can pre-configure all of them, right? 10. But then the problem is that when I have only 4, we don't want to have the first 4. We want to have the 4 starting from the middle, and also maybe we want to reorganize them. So I don't know exactly how to do this. I mean, okay, let's start to add 10 and see what happens, right? When you are at the maximum, limit. My idea is that if you have 10 in your hand, you just don't draw. Maybe small on the end and big if you mouse over. Yeah, I think if you mouse over, the card should anyway pop up, right? Somehow. But this is something that we can do later on when we are smarter. At the moment, we are really at the beginning. And but I need a way to reconfigure the cards, right, based on the number that you have in your hand. I mean, that is a very important function in a card game, right? So we don't have that, we don't have anything, right? So I think that actually these cards can be in any position at the beginning. And I need a function that is based on the number of every time you add a card, right, is reorganizing the cards in your hand, right? That is basically what we have to do. Every time you add because when you add a card, you add a card one by one, right? There is a function called add card, right? And is adding the card. And then based on how many you have in your hand is choosing to do something, is doing something, right? And that is exactly the function that we need. So how do we organize a function like this? Should we ask the AI and see if he can do it? Let's try. I'm building a card video game. And I want to have maximum 10 cards in hand. But I want my cards to display in a layout, right? In a layout which depends on how many cards you have. I mean, how many cards you have in hand, right? For example, so let's say in a real engine, I already have a widget with the 10 cards in it. I just need to hide show based on the cards you have and position them accordingly. Example, if you only have one card, this will be in the middle of the widget, right? If you have up to 3 cards, right? Up to 3 cards, no, if you have 2 cards, those will start to be slightly overlapping and rotated. If you have more cards, they will continue to overlap more and rotate more. Go, give me a function. Do my job. Please, do my job. And also do it for free. Building a dynamic fan layout of card game is a classic UI challenge. Since you already have the 10 cards widget in place, the most efficient way to handle this in a real engine is to use the math-driven UI approach with your widget blueprint. Fantastic. Instead of manually hiding, showing and dragging cards around, you can use a a single function to calculate the render, transform, translation, and angle for each card based on its index. Fantastic. The logic, the fan formula. To get that professional look, you need to calculate two variables for each card, the angle and the offset. Yes. Step-by-step implementation. Set up the variables. In your widget blueprint, create these two variables so you can tweak the feel of the hand. Max card spacing, the distance between the card. Max fan angle, the width of the teardrop. Arc intensity, how much card dip in the middle. The calculation loop. You should create a function, let's call it update end layout, that runs whenever the card is added or removed. Determine the center. Calculate the visual center of the hand. Exactly, you have to start from the center. Formula center index, total cards minus 1 divided by 2. Loop through your 10 card widgets. And visibility if current index is less than total cards. Set the visibility to visible as collapsed. Recalculate the index, relative index, current index minus center index. If you have one card, the index is 0. If you have 3 cards, the index are minus 1, 0, and minus 1. Ah, okay. So you have to calculate the index for each card. Yes, loop through your... yes. Yes. Fantastic. Okay, let's do it. Max card spacing. Here I'm in my hand, right? Yep. Max card spacing. Max fan angle. Arc intensity. Okay. Then we need, the first thing that we need to do, we need to calculate the center index. Why I cannot copy this? Anyway, fuck you. We need to calculate the center index, right? So we need a new variable that is center index. And center index will be set to... So I need to move all of this like 1,000,000 kilometers away. The center index equals to what? Equals to total card minus 1 divided by 2. So basically this number, no, not that number. This number minus 1 divided by 2. But this will never be an integer though, because dividing by 2, you know, but anyway, let's see what happens. Okay, this will be my center index, right? Then I loop through my cards, how many they are. Okay, so I loop through my cards, which are this ones. Well, no, I need to have this array, right? I need to have this array, which is my the array keeping all my cards. So I need a card 6, a card 7, a card 8, a card 9, and a card 10. Okay. Okay. So I need the same thing. I need the same thing here, right? And then I need to loop for each. Yes. So okay. So I do this. I recreate my array, and then I loop, on my array, right? So here I'm looping on all the now. Here I'm looping on all the cards. Wait a second though, because here I'm looping on all the cards that are already in place. Should I loop only on the ones that I have? No, because it's saying loop through the 10 card widget. Okay. If the current index is less than the total cards, then set the visibility to false, right? Sorry, to visible, otherwise to collapsed. Okay. So we loop through this and we check if the current index, consider index is starting from 0, but anyway, if the current index is less than the total cards, which is this, right? I branch I branch and I do what? I hide I do the visibility, right? I do set visibility. Set, yeah, I knew I had to move this like kilometers away. Like Jesus kilometers away. Jesus. Well, I can also maybe do this a bit better though, huh? I have to say. Okay. 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 So if it's true, I set the visibility to visible. If not, I set the visibility to collapse. So that thingy will actually go away or be visible based on this, right? Okay, that's easy. Easy. Calculate the relative index. Okay, so my relative index, I don't even know if I need really a variable, but the relative index is current index minus center index. Okay, so it's this index minus the center index. Okay, okay, fantastic. Then so in this case, if you have one card, the relative index is 0. If you have 3 cards, the index are minus 1, 0, and 1. Okay. Apply the transformation. For each visible card, so I need to store, right, the ones that actually are visible in a new array, right? So I need a temp array of I need a temp card array, I guess. But I don't know how they have to be ordered, though. Well, they will be ordered in this sequence. I don't know. And this temp card array obviously needs to be cleared at the beginning, otherwise, right? We are GG dead. Okay, so this will be cleared. And in theory also no, because it's calculated every time, right? This center index. Okay, so now here I have all the cards that actually are visible, right? In this case, it's 4 cards. At the beginning is 4 cards. So for each visible card, set the render transform. Set the render transform angle relative index multiplied by the max fan angle. But without okay. I mean, I can try. So when this is completed, right? When this is completed, I mean, we can follow the instructions and see if it works, but that's fine. Okay. So when this is completed, we loop on every card that is actually visible, right? And for each one, we have to set the angle, set render transform angle to be our max fan angle. That may be, let's give it a default value. Can I give a default value to this, please? What? Huh? You crazy. Yeah, he's crazy. He went crazy for a second. Max fan angle, I don't know, can be 20 or something. Max card spacing is in units, I don't know, 50. Well, maybe more. I think 100, 100. Okay, so we have to do, for the angle, we have to do relative index multiplied by max span angle. Relative index. We don't have that. Because the index, we don't have the relative index. We don't know. Well, we can search it in this array, though. I can find the, yeah, I can. I can find this item inside my initial array, and I find the index, right? And he's saying to multiply the index by the max fan angle. Yeah, but the problem, guys, is that my index is not -1, right? I'm inside an array, so... Well, I can do -5, right? And then, yeah, I think I have to do -5 then. Yeah, I have to. So this, for example, will return. Wait a second. No, but we can just say that we start always from the middle, no? What? So we end up with 4 cards. We end up with 3 cards, right? 1 in the middle and 2 on the sides. How does this guy know that I'm starting with the one on the left? Because this initial array makes no difference, right? This makes no difference. So this find is wrong. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to scan on this. We have to scan on how many we have, and then assign an index, right? So I think the AI is fucking up a bit, but anyway, is giving me a well, we actually calculated the relative index, right? So we said that this was the relative. Sorry. Okay, this was the relative index. No, but it's not correct because the relative. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how the cards are positioned, right? At the beginning, it matters how I position them later. Wait a second. Total. So the first card that comes in. Let's say that I have only 1 card, right? I have only 1 card. The first card comes in, and I have this, right? I have this, and what I know. By the way, this will fail miserably because we didn't add it to any. We didn't add it to any position yet, right? We didn't add it to any position. So actually, my relative index is this. Yeah, exactly. So I have to say. The current index. No, wait. It is all fucked up. It is all fucked up because. The problem that this guy assumes, right, that I don't understand where the card comes in, right? Calculate the relative index. I mean, I can set a relative index into the card. I can set a relative index on the card. Right, so we set it on the PS card, and we can calculate it and set it on the card. That we can do, so that we can retrieve it later, right? So if I go on my card front and I add a temporary variable, right, which is relative index, right? And this one is used used for card positioning in hand, right? Right, so can I then set, yeah, I think this way it may work, right? I think this way it may work. Yeah, the problem is that I need to set the relative index to that card, but I didn't create it yet. I mean, I didn't set it yet. Loop through your 10 cards. Widgets. Okay. Set the visibility. Okay. And then calculate the relative index. But I go through this, right? So basically what happens is that these cards, I loop through this 10. My card is what? My card is only 1, right? So the array index will be 0. And my total cards will be 1. So I do what is this what is this center index exactly? Is the one that we have set here, right? So what's the total divided? So this length, if we take this, which is total 1, minus 1 is 0, divided by 2 is 0. So the center index is 0. So this will be 0, right? This will be 0. And so 0 minus 0 will also be 0. Okay, fantastic. So we go in the center position at this moment, right? We go in the center position. So what I have to do, I have to set this into my card. I have to set this into my card. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, so we set the relative index. We set the relative index. Can this shit not be annoying? Okay. We set the relative index equal to this, okay? So now basically the card knows where it should be positioned. Every card knows where it should be positioned. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Do I want to do the addition after the set? Probably. I don't think it makes a difference, but just logically, I think it's cleaner, right? So we set all the properties first, and then we set it, and then we add it to the array, right? Okay, so now we have this. Now that we are in this position, so the card knows is relative index. What it's saying is saying for each visible card, which is this temp card array, right? For this temp card array. So I don't have to find it again. Yeah, I don't need this. I don't need this. That is bullshit. For each visible card, I have to set the render angle equal to the relative index multiplied by the max fan angle, right? So in this case will be this multiplied by my max fan angle, which we said is 50 or 20 or whatever it is, right? So and this will be my angle, yes. Now we can transform this to floats, right? Probably we have to, but let's see what happens. But I think it makes sense. Up to now it makes sense. I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. I mean, the AI did something reasonable. So this is my angle. Then I have to set the translation X and the translation Y compared to the start of the widget, right? And to set that, I think I need to get my canvas slot. And then I need to set the position of the canvas slot, right? So this is, I think, the way I need to do it. I have to do it. And here there is an X and Y, right? Here there is an X and Y. And what he's saying is that the X is the relative index multiplied by the spacing value. The relative index multiplied by the spacing angle. No, by the spacing value. Yeah, this card max spacing. Yes, it is the X, and then we have the Y, which is the absolute of the relative index multiplied by the arc intensity. Arc intensity, I don't know how much is it, but is a float. How much the card deeps? Ah, okay. Okay, I understand. Arc intensity can be, for now, it can be 20. Let's say 20 or something. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to go soon, guys, so I don't know if we'll be able to see anything. But, so will be the arc intensity, sorry, multiplied by what? Abs of relative index. Okay, relative index, abs, multiplied by the abs in arc intensity. And this one will be the Y. Okay, there may be a bit of a fuck up in the roundings, but it's okay. So this will set the position. Okay. Then when this is done, the only problem is the... Okay, let's see 1 second what happens. But we are not setting the card yet, so this will never work, I guess. Yes, in fact, none of them was displayed. Even if I think that here we set the visibility to visible, right? And we set it to the actual P1, P2, P3. So in theory, at least one we should, I mean, we can print something, but I think at least one we should, right? Yes, hello. So actually, I mean, it's a bit weird that he went through this. Wait, if this is lower than... Current index is lower than total cards. Current index is lower than total cards, yes. Yeah, but cards in hand should be empty at the beginning, right? I don't understand. What? This length must be 0. I mean 0 at the beginning and then 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. Kind of, yeah. So he okay. So how many do we collapse and how many do we show? Collapsed. Yeah, we collapse a fairly big number, but it seems to me that we are going through this too many times, though. I mean, we're going through this 10 times, that I understand, but I was expecting, right? I was expecting for my card hand to see only 10 printouts in total, while I'm seeing many more. And I don't understand why. This should happen only for the hand, right? Because this is the hand lane. So it should not happen for the piles or for anything else. Add heroes to end. Yeah, exactly. Pick card and add card. I don't understand why we are going through this so much, right? Why we are going through this loop so much? Like we are going through this loop a million times. Look at this. 1 1 2 2 3 3 3. I mean, we go through this a million times. It's because we add. No, because here we make the array new all the time, right? I don't understand who is calling this. Sorry, just a sec. Let me disconnect this, and let me just put a print here because I want to understand what is going on here. I want to understand why we are calling this function a million times. Add card, and we can put the name of the card because we have it. We have the title, right? Yeah, okay. Let me do it like this. I want to see what the hell is going on. Add card one. Yeah, actually it's correct. We added the card only 4 times. We added the card 4 times. Yes, it's correct. I mean, obviously we enter here multiple times, okay? So we enter every time we add a card, right? So we should see this thing looping 40 times, right? Because we add 4 cards, so we loop 40 times. Yeah, we loop 40 times, exactly. We loop 40 times. But the first time... you know what I will do? I will do a do once. I know it's a bit brutal, but I will do a do once here for a second, so that this is executed only for the first card, right? But then nothing happened. Only for the first card, we say add card, add card, add card. Did I reconnect this? Ah, fuck, I didn't. In theory, we should see 1 and 9 collapse, right? Yeah, 1 and 9 collapse. Yeah, actually, it is correct. It is correct. We saw 1 and then we saw 9 collapsed. Okay. Okay, very good. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Then after this, right, why my card is not set visibility visible? Because we did set visibility visible, right? We do it on what? We do it on the card that we need, yes. Ah, because I know why. Because these cards are below. Okay, 1 second. We don't see it because the card was below, right? But actually, I think he will show 1 card. No? Fuck it. It doesn't? Why? I make them all visible. Yeah, they are there, actually. I think the position is wrong, then. I think the position is wrong. Okay, let me do without the position, okay? Without the position. Okay. So I just want to see 1 card, basically what I'm trying to do. No. It's not doing it. Set visibility visible 1. So I'm actually making one card visible, but for whatever reason, PS card. What the fuck, though? It is strange, huh? One, collapse, 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 collapse. Yes, but one, it should be visible then. Huh? Let me remove 1 second this. Because I don't know if he's ah, shit, I didn't connect this, boys. This is not connected. Jesus. And so is collapsing the whole widget. Okay, now the card is there. Okay, nice, 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 nice. Okay, now the card is there. So if I do that... Yeah, it was hiding the whole widget because this was not connected. Okay, now the positioning is wrong. Now the positioning is wrong. Let me see the angle. Let me see the angle. The angle is actually okay. Very nice. The angle is actually okay. But the position... Yeah, because you see, we start from a very weird position. We start from minus 332. Yeah, because it's scaled. I mean, there is a bit of a fuck up here, but let me do y minus 340 something. Because we have an offset. We have an annoying offset. We have an annoying offset. Okay, now, yeah, you see, it's centered. Okay, let's try to do, let's try to remove the do ones. Let's try to remove the do ones. You ready? We may see something here, guys, huh? Boom! Look at that. Boom! Yes, they are actually oriented properly. And if I draw another card, I put it at the back though. He put it at the back. Well, I mean, it seems that he put it at the back. In reality, I mean, I don't know. If I draw another one, yeah, it's becoming a bit fucked up. But I think the maximum angle is too much. But it's kind of working actually. The maximum angle is what? Is 20. I mean, 20 is not a lot. 20 degrees is not a lot. It seems that that card is having way more than... Okay, let me try 10. Let me try 10. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this one is fucking up a bit. Let me increase the... I mean, there is something that is not working as expected, but... It is not too bad, huh? It's not too bad. Like this one is likely higher, I don't know why. Because you think it's the relative position compared to where they were at the beginning. I mean, I can put them all one on top of each other. I mean, do you think it's an additional relative angle? Maybe, but it should not be because the transform is this transform, right? So the angle, I mean, I can put all the angles to 0 actually. Let me put all the translation angle to 0. And let me put all the offset. Let's say that we want this one. This one is minus 340. Minus 340. Minus 340. Okay, let's do like this. But I don't think it should go in addition to what we have. But it looks it is, right? It looks it is doing. Something a bit weird, actually. Okay, guys. I need to go, but it is somehow, some way working. I think the fact that they are scaled probably is not helping, right? But I think as a first prototype can be enough, right? I think it can be enough. I think it can be enough. Now, if I play, I cannot play this, unfortunately, because it's not set. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. Meanwhile, if you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that would be nice. Also, you can download, remember, you can download our game from Steam, and you can download it from our website if you want. Our website is PlaneShift.it. And here on the download page, you can download the game and play it for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Bye-bye. See you, boys. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.